I feel like that for me, that was kind of like, ooh,
Unattractive.
it was unattractive, and I was like scared.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Melanin.
And I'm Beleaf Mel.
And we're here with episode 85 of
How Married Are You? I feel like an old man. My name Beleaf. This is Yvette, and we've been married 9 years. Live in California. Got 4 kids. Relationships are scary, and it's very necessary that we share all of our struggles and we ask how married are you? Every Tuesday and Thursday, shawty. If you're listening, you're in a wedding party. Feeling it, it's okay to put your hands up. You got the questions, we got the answers. Chocolate baby story time. Chocolate baby story time.
It's chocolate baby story time.
1, 2, 3, and woo!
Chocolate baby story time.
All right, so you go.
Okay. So.
Are you gonna tell them about your rise?
Oh,
I'll
tell him. Oh, you want to tell that story?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was gonna tell you guys how my daughter is so much like me, and it is ridiculous. So yesterday, I was fussing at one of my children, one of the boys, and Naya goes, "Mom, I love you, but that was rude. But Mom, I love you." But I love you, Mom. But she was like, she wanted to let me know that I was wrong, which I was not, for disciplining my child. But she also wanted to assure me that she loved me. And I feel like I do that to Glen all the time. Like, babe, I love you.
You guys are so the same, and it's very, very, very bad.
Whoa.
It is, babe. Some of it is like, yo, because I feel like it's bad. It's bad for you. It's not bad for me because I'm kind of like, yeah, taste of your own medicine, eh? Like, it's so funny to see her pull a you on you. And because I'm sitting in the back like, nah, well, when you do it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so anyway, my birthday is on Friday, May 8th, my birthday. A good gift for me would be for you to subscribe to Beleaf in Fatherhood, because I know you ain't. I know some of y'all ain't. But anyway, yeah, so I guess Yvette was overhearing how Levi, which is a family friend of ours, was talking to Uriah on the phone, and he was like, so what are you going to get your brother for your dad for his birthday? Mm-hmm. And then Raya goes, my dad really wants hair, so I think I'm going to get him some hair.
In the port, like, Levi didn't know how funny that was, and Theo didn't know how funny. I was like, why is nobody like dying in laughter right now?
Man, it's so crazy because it's innocent, you know? Mm-hmm. He's just such a sweetheart, man.
He was genuine because he was so serious. Yeah. So I think I'm going to help Ryan make his dad a wig or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, good luck with that. All right. And so
let's hop into it.
All right, let me just explain to you guys before we get into this even further. Yo, I'm so tired.
Yes.
I am so tired. I don't even know. Uzi was just a mess last night.
He's been He's been a mess for the last few nights, actually.
He's like you're laying down and he gets up, and he always gets up like he's got, business to take care of. So he just starts, doing stuff, and he just would not lay down yesterday. And he was kicking his mom's pillow like for so long. And I was like, Uzi, lay on me, Uzi. And he just would not. And so I just was up all night. And then we have a cat that keeps coming in our backyard. And so
trying to get the fish, y'all. I'm certain of it.
And so, yeah, I think he smells Flash. Theo's fish, and he's trying to sniff him out. And so
we should have just threw Flash over the fence.
Oh, that would have been tragic.
I shouldn't have said that one.
Yikes. This is gonna come back to haunt you. Theo's gonna be listening to 20 years like
Theo don't care about that fish.
So listen. And then so the ring alarm, like our motion detector keeps going off. And so like when you see a motion detector in your backyard, you're like, okay, you get up and you go patrol. You know what I mean? So a couple times last night, I'm like, going around to look, and then I got back in the bed and I realized another motion detector went off. But it was me when I went in the back. So I just was like, so I'm looking for whoever the intruder is, or someone sneaking around, and it's me. I see myself no shirt on looking. I was like, man, this is crazy. I need to go to sleep. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm a little tired today, guys. It's like 6:30 in the morning, so let's do this.
And I was tired too, but I woke up and worked out.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, I feel good though. Don't hate
Good for
on
you.
me, because I'm struggling over here. Struggle bus.
Okay, well, this morning I was like, I turn on the shower. About to start my whole day off. I was like, I gotta wake up. You better text me. You want to do a podcast?
No, I told you I wanted to do a podcast last night.
I know.
And I woke up on time, but then it was like,
And you went back to sleep?
I went back.
Good for
and
you.
then I woke up for my workout. But I wanted to make sure we're consistent, y'all. So we're about to get, so if you're listening to this episode on Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, then you should know that we woke up this morning to record this for you and get it out for you.
All right.
I'm dedicated. All right, so let's jump in. Tuesday is for our singles, our wedding party peoples out there. And actually, it's not just for singles, huh?
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. It's just where y'all call in and ask us some things.
Yeah.
And if you would like to call in and ask us some things, you can leave us a voicemail at 760-335-6643. Again, that's 760-335-6643. And if you just don't like to talk to us, which hurts our feelings.
I don't really care.
Look sad. Oh, okay, I look sad. Then you can leave us an email at howmarriedareyou@gmail.com. Again, that's howmarriedareyou@gmail.com. All right, let's hop into this first voicemail, yo.
Hey, Beleaf and Yvette. I'm a little nervous leaving this voicemail, but I just wanted to leave a message to get your guys' thoughts for Ask How Married Are You? I am a 26-year-old woman, and I'm calling from Indiana. And I was just wondering, what were your guys' thoughts on cuddle buddies? And what I mean by that is, it's like just a person having another person to maybe like hang out and watch movies with, and probably just hang out and watch movies with, or like I just kind of spend like, you know, quality personal time with that that probably isn't a significant other. Just want to know like what your thoughts were about whether or not just about that. And you know, I don't know how else to kind of explain that. Thank you guys so much. I love your show. I love the podcast. I love Beleaf and Fatherhood. I'm so happy to just be able to kind of do life with y'all on this podcast. So thank you so much. I hope to make it on the show. And if you would be so kind as to distort my voice, I would really appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yo.
A cuddle buddy?
Cuddle buddies.
I mean, is it really a thing?
Heck
You've
yeah.
heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like friends with benefits to me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's one-sided.
What do you mean?
Like I feel like,
If your cuddle buddies, one of you wants just the cuddles and the
other
of
one's
you
kind of
wants
like,
more.
this will lead to sex. I'm certain, you know?
They're either thinking it'll lead to sex or to a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand. So when you're at the like peak at you're in your singleness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're single, and you know, for the first, you know, quarter of it, you're living life like it's golden. You know what I'm saying?
Living life like it's
Right. So you're
golden.
doing the best. And then you start to see a lot of other people in relationships. And then you go, why can't I just get somebody to hold on to? I'm not asking for a marriage. I just want somebody to keep me warm while I'm, you putting yourself in the crevices of the couch, you know, and pretending that it's a person. Yeah, I
mean,
understand.
I'm married and I don't have a cuddle buddy.
What are you talking about?
You don't like the cuddle. See, look at
Once
him now.
again, this turns into an Yvette issue. She put me on blast, and then she's gonna bring it up to the therapist, and then I'm gonna be the bad guy again. Listen, I do like to cuddle sometimes.
Sometimes.
But the thing is, like, when I feel like for the most of our relationship, when you would cuddle on me, and I had to do something simple like itch my balls, I couldn't reach my balls because you were laying on top of me, and I'm like, yo, I can't breathe. Remember those days?
Babe, can you not go there? This is G-rated.
Well, you went there. I'm just talking about.
All right, let's talk about this cuddle buddy situation.
All right. So, like, I like to cuddle though. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I don't. It be hot. You be wanting to cuddle in the middle of the summer.
I just want to be cuddling all the time. But sometimes, like, the more children we have, the less
the less it's like, yo, I just had a person on me.
I just had somebody here. Can I just spread my arms?
Yeah, if you want to cuddle, buddy, I'll give you another one. Then you just go ahead and cuddle with that one.
I know I'm gonna be so sad when Uzi's like,
yeah, he's just a cuddler. I don't think I know really about that life.
I don't think it's okay.
Really?
In my opinion, I don't think you should have a cuddle buddy.
What?
Unless it's like a girlfriend, like a friend. Like, I know girls who just cuddle, like watch movies.
I know girls who do that too, and I'm always kind of like,
why do they have to be? I don't know. I just think you got to protect your heart and the other person's heart, because as Glen already said, and I kind of agree with, one of y'all is probably really just wanting the cuddles, and the other one of you is probably a little bit more emotionally involved. And I say, protect your heart and keep your network popping.
Well, this is the problem with the cuddle buddy altogether. Once you get a man, the cuddle buddy ain't gonna be there no more. So the cuddle buddy is you're using that person as a
filler.
A filler, It's a little, what do they call it?
Feelings are gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
it's a little what?
It's like you're just covering the hole with a little bit of joint compound. You know what I'm saying? Like a little, what I'm trying to say. Like you got a hole, you just drilled a hole, and you made a mistake, so you try to cover it up. It's like, this will work for now.
Yeah.
But when you get a husband, he gonna be like, yeah, so I want to watch this movie. Why don't you have Tyrone come over here so he can cuddle with you and I can watch on a lazy boy? You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Yeah.
I understand. And if you can get away with that,
you're suggesting that they do it?
Man, because like some people really just don't be like that. Like some people, it's very, very, very few. And I really don't know any people like this, but I'm sure there's a couple people who can cuddle without getting an erection.
Oh.
Does erection bother you? You flinched when I said it.
I wasn't expecting that to come along.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very difficult.
Yeah, because you used not to want to cuddle with me for that reason.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what are you trying to do?
Our roots are deep with the whole cuddle situation.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't like this. I mean, I liked it, but I was like, I can't do this with you. Anyway. Yeah, man, cuddles, man. I don't know. I think.
So what is our opinion?
Our opinion is that we're gonna mind our business on this one.
What?
Yeah.
My opinion is I say no. I say I don't think it's a good idea. Glen's gonna mind his business.
Yeah, I think this person, somebody's gonna end up getting hurt in the end unless you guys are both like just want a warm body. Like, I think that some people can do this if they're in a. Can you scroll up a little bit? Scroll up. Okay, I don't know them. Some people can do that. Like I feel like if a man is homosexual and he's cuddling with a woman who's heterosexual, but they're literally just cuddling. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be. I don't know, guys. Forgive me. Y'all gonna have to educate us on this. Sorry, voice distorted. All right, let's go.
Okay, so
what a beautiful family.
Yeah, this family or this person has been sending us emails for a while, and I think they just keep sending it so that we see it. I'm so sorry. So we are going to answer this one. It says, "Hello, Yvette and Glen. I want to tell you guys first that your podcast is everything. I am 25-year-old single Christian woman and aspire to get married. No rush, but still, I'd like to have a marriage where I can communicate and talk about almost anything and everything to my future husband, a little bit like you guys, if you allow me to say. I first discovered the Beleaf in Fatherhood YouTube channel and loved it ever since. Please excuse my writing.
She's writing from French
English, Canadian. French Canadian. The purpose of this email is actually not for me, but my older sister. I wanted some advice, or maybe should I say maybe you can give advice to my sister for me. My older sister and I are 4 years apart. She's 29 years old. She is married with 3 beautiful chocolate babies, 2 girls and 1 boy, and they are all under the age of 4 years old. She had twins. She is a teacher just like Yvette, and her husband works in the medical field. I love my sister with all my heart. She is my best friend. However, I do feel like I cannot help her or give the advice that she needs because I am not married, nor do I have kids. I do give very good advice, and I am a great listener, but again, I guess I'm asking if you guys could give her some words of encouragement regarding being a parent, and that she is a super mom, even if she doesn't feel like she is, and that it is okay if she doesn't have it all figured out, and to stop comparing herself to others that may seem to have it all together. She has been through so much spiritually, mentally, physically due to her pregnancy with her twins. Her body changed completely, and she doesn't feel as confident about it. Moreover, since her kids are close in age, she feels as if it is very hard to give each children the attention that they are seeking. They all have 3 different personalities and have different needs. However, her oldest, who is now 3, often needs that special care because we assume that she is feeling left out because of the attention that's given to the twins since they are younger. Moreover, my sister has a hard time finding herself, or maybe I should say rediscovering herself as her own person. Yes, she is a wife and mother, but also her own person. But she feels as if she cannot focus on herself because she has responsibilities and needs to take care of everyone before herself. She associates herself a lot with you, Yvette, so advice from you would really touch her heart. And I truly believe that advice from Glen would also help her as well. I really hope this email gets to you guys. Literally praying in my heart while writing this. And hopefully I can get a response. Even if this email doesn't appear on the podcast, I am praying that you guys get this email or a simple answer. Thank you so much in advance, and hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. And she sent a picture of this family, and let me tell you, when the melanin is dripping, the melanin is dripping. Amazing. They are so beautiful. My goodness. Yeah. I want to be friends. Not that you always want
to be friends with people. I'm just saying, they can be cute and you ain't got to know them.
I knew Glen was going to say
My
something.
gosh. Not to say we don't want to be friends with people, but I'm just saying we got a lot of
You
friendship.
don't want to be friends with people.
I do want to be friends with people. I just want to be able to manage my friends and not feel like I'm being a bad friend. And like, we're going to be bad friends. We're not going to be good friends.
Man, oh man, if this email wasn't talking about me, I don't know what was, right? I feel like I've said it before and I'll say it again. I heard it, and then I haven't let go of it, but it's like motherhood is the biggest identity thief. And I feel like sometimes we just kind of get lost in it. Would you agree?
Would I agree that women get lost in motherhood?
Yeah. Does that happen to men? Do you feel like you've lost yourself in fatherhood?
Stay-at-home dad? Absolutely. Oh.
But just as a stay-at-home parent?
And a husband.
You lost yourself in me?
And not in you, in the role of dying to myself and not caring about my own desires or just losing myself altogether. I tell you now, I don't know what I want ever. I know what we have to do for the family. I don't know what I should want or what I'm allowed to want. Yeah. You have the same thing.
Yeah. And so I guess my encouragement to you is you're right. You don't have it all together. You don't have it figured out. You're not the perfect mom, and you never will be. And you're going to make mistakes. And I think the sooner that we can all accept that, the better off we will be.
Well, let's not go there. That was a little harsh.
No, I'm saying that because that's kind of where I've arrived. Like, I think the best thing that we can do is just show up every day and do what we can.
But this is the thing. Like you're saying is, I don't mean to chastise you, but when you say that, yeah, I know, because you're a victim. So what? So what I'm saying is It's not that you're not perfect and you never will be. It's that you're not supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Sorry.
you are not supposed to be right all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not supposed to feel like what happens is because of what you consume on the daily or, you know, through social media, through television or whatever, or Oprah or whatever. I know no disrespect to Oprah because I love Oprah. But
Why Oprah?
I don't know, man. Because Oprah be giving parenting advice and she ain't no parent. And I be like, yo.
Actually, she has daughters.
She don't got no daggone daughters.
From Africa.
Okay. Sorry. Right. But she didn't right?
She has never birthed a child.
But she was giving parenting advice before she had daughters. Okay.
But, and I just want to make sure that you all understand, even if you have adopted a child, you are still a parent.
They know. I'm talking about Oprah.
Because you sound very insensitive right now.
All right. We both chastising each other. So you're not supposed to be that person, and who made you feel like you should feel that you should be that way. It's only glimpses and snapshots into people's lives. I've been around, you know, some of the most amazing people in the world. And when you talk to these people, I mean, not in the world, just in my social group, but, you know, they've amassed a great, you know, following and amount of influence. But they are all struggling to figure out the day-to-day, just like you are. You know, the snapshots is what we see. And so to compare yourself to someone's snapshots is a real disservice to not only yourself, but like to your journey, you know, because it doesn't give you a runway to take off on, you know. That all that ground being paved right now, it's all work. And you know, it's a great moment right now to talk about invisible motherhood.
Yeah, but before we get there, I will say that tomorrow I am putting out an episode on Yvette Unplugged, with where I talk to my mom and we have this conversation, and I ask my mom the question. I was like, Mom, is there ever a point in your motherhood that you feel like you did a good job? Like, do you ever feel like you are doing a good job? And her answer was she kind of didn't really know until we got older.
Yeah.
And so I feel like these early years are us just kind of like doing it's like when you do like a garden. I was just watching this video because I'm trying to like grow a garden here, y'all. But I was just watching this video about this man who was like looking at the soil and like, what is it called when you like
till?
He was tilling the soil and throwing seeds and doing all the things. And I feel like right now that's the work that we're doing, and we won't necessarily see the fruits of our labor until the trees or the plants mature. And the analogy is that your child is the plant or tree or whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like the biggest encouragement to myself is that these days are just going to be rough. And especially for you have 3 kids, 4 and under, and you have 2 kids going through the same stage at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of us get to experience a child teething while the other child has already kind of gone through that. But you have 2 children who are probably experiencing similar stages in different ways at one time. That's hard.
Super.
It's so hard, and it's going to be. And I'm just telling you that you're a great mom. Those kids know that they're loved. The fact that you're even having these conversations or feeling bad about these things is saying that you care and that you are probably putting forth efforts to love on them and help them grow and develop in the healthy way. And so, as far as comparison is concerned, I struggle with that myself. But I feel like whatever you are seeing, like Glen kind of already alluded to, is that it is a highlight reel. And so you just have to be mindful of that and know that they may be excelling and doing great in one area of their life, but there's also another area where it's not necessarily their strength. And I don't think we should like celebrate people's weaknesses in order for us to feel good about ourselves, but just know that we all moms have an area where we could use work. All parents, really.
Yeah, and I would say, like, to go back to the seed analogy, is that you don't necessarily know what kind of seed you have. So as you're throwing seed and you're giving it water, you're doing whatever, right? That seed, each seed is different. So you're doing what you think works for one seed for the other seed, and it doesn't work the same way, you know? And not only that, other people have different types of children. So they're going to, and upbringing.
Yes.
So you got to understand, like, everyone's parenting from how they were parented. Either I want to do more like my parents, or I want to be less like my parents.
Yeah.
So they're going to be different from you, and they're going to look different from you.
Yeah.
And they may be more organized in some ways, and they may be less patient in some ways. You know what I mean? Or it just could be for the grid. Like, some people literally just do it for the grid. You know? And you can't compare people. You can't compare yourself to that, you know? I feel like we are like farmers. Like, we are doing so much of the groundwork, and we don't know when that, like, my kids, and that's what Belief in Fatherhood was about. Cause I was like, I'm making these videos and it's totally opposite from what I've been seeing, you know? It is the dirty house. It is the messy kitchen. It is, you know, the ashy children. You know what I'm saying? Like, your kids ain't got lotion on all the time. Don't lie to me. Don't freaking lie to me, man. Your kids' hair ain't done all the time. Like, get out of here, you know? And if it is, they sure ain't getting hugged enough. Because they always sitting in the daggone, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like, celebrate the small, like, wins, and choose what greatness looks like each day. It doesn't look the same every day. Sometimes greatness is literally just getting out of bed and getting all the food prepped or made for the house, you know? And other days, nobody died. That was great. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I remember one time Raya jumped face first off of a couch and busted his head. And I FaceTimed you. What happened? What happened? And I was like, he jumped off the bed. I mean, he jumped off the couch. And it was like, I ain't even care, because I was like, what am I supposed to do? You know, he ain't die.
My baby.
And that was a win. So, yeah, I just want to talk about Invisible Motherhood. That's what it's called, right?
It's Invisible Moments.
Oh, Invisible Moments, by Zion Films. So you want to talk about it, or so
Sure. Go ahead. Your friend.
Yeah. So my friend Garrett is a director and cinematographer. And his wife, you know, had this really amazing story about, you know, her journey as a mother. And there were a lot of other mothers who had these really, like, intimate stories, and they were all different.
Do you hear that beeping sound?
Yeah, that was somebody's phone.
No, it's like a faint boop, 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 boop.
That's a bird.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, so all these, like, little moments, and I think it's going to speak to every kind of mom, you know, no matter if you're
a working mom, stay at home mom, or your body hasn't snapped back, or whatever it is, or, you know, you have a child who, you know, has, like, learning disabilities or something like that. Like, it's a lot of different, but it's not long. It's very short, and it comes out tomorrow, the 6th. Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to link it. We're going to link the page, because there are some stories that you can see right now, but we're going to link the page in the description and the show notes. But I think we should play, like, your moment at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there that is.
Insert Yvette's moment. So growing up, I would see straight bodies, straight hair, thin, very pale skinned, and that was all I was seeing in the media. So for me, I tried to create that image on myself. After having my daughter is when I really started to embrace who I was, the color of my skin, the texture of my hair, the curves on my body. Like, I realized that if I want my children to see beauty in Black people, it needed to start here first. I just want her to see beauty when she looks at me, and therefore see beauty when she looks at herself. I want her to be able to walk through life with strength and courage and pride in who she is as a woman. Yeah, it was really cool opportunity to be a part of that project. When it all came together, I got a little bit emotional. And I think it's really cool to just be able to reflect on motherhood and just parenthood in general. I would strongly encourage this mama. So I don't know if you said your name, but to this sister calling in, maybe get this mom a journal. Like, I don't know if she's a journaler or not, but get her a journal and maybe write her a note on the first page of the journal that just says, like, you're killing it as a mom. You're doing an awesome job. And I love you and I'm proud of you. And I just want you to take this journal, and on the pages of this journal, I just want you to pour your heart out about your hopes and dreams and wishes for your children, about the struggles that you're dealing with in motherhood. Because I just feel like, for me, something that is very helpful, which I'm not necessarily in the practice of right now, but I really want to start again, is like getting all that out. I feel like journaling is a really good self-care tool that a lot of us don't take advantage of. And even I know that there are some women that I know who actually do the voice memos, where when they get frustrated or whatever, they just talk into their phone and record voice memos. But that makes me nervous, because, like, what if somebody gets my phone and they listen and I don't know.
When I die, it's gonna be crazy.
What, you have voice memos in your phone?
I got like really ratchet songs ideas that I came up with.
Lord. All right. I don't know. I don't know. I think I might reach out to this person individually, because I just want to encourage your mama heart.
Yeah, and then you're gonna get a friend, and I'm gonna have to be the friend.
She lives in Canada.
Trust me.
We want to go to Canada. I do.
But how bad does she want to come to Cali? See, you gotta stop.
You know, we're just gonna move on. We actually have some folks that called in to tell us just how single they are. Would you like to listen?
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired, guys.
Is this the one?
Please forgive me for my performance. Oh, speaking of performance, I just got this weird text message. Look at this, babe. Look at this. Time to stay home and enjoy some sex, Glen. Turn into a beast with this revolutionary trick. Girls are going to be crazy about you.
What the heck?
Now, if I click the link, I'm going to get my phone's going to get an STD. So I'm not clicking the link. But ain't that crazy?
That is insane. Who is that number? We should use our Google Voice to
call them. Should I call them?
No, don't call them. Okay. Uh-oh. The kids are up now.
Hurry up.
Okay. Here we go. Ready? Is the thing up? Ready, and go.
Hey y'all, so this is an I'm so single. I am so single that my prayer life has been strengthened during this quarantine season, because being single in isolation, living alone during this isolation time is for the birds. So over the past month, a couple friends and I have been engaging in a 30-day prayer challenge to be intentional about praying for our future mates, because trust and believe, the next pandemic is not catching me single. There's only so much work that I could do during the day. There's only so much watching television, cleaning the house that I can do. Like, I need human interaction with another person in the building with me. So, yes, I'm so single that I'm now praying more for my future husband, because it's time.
Won't he do it?
I love that.
That is awesome.
That is very smart, very intentional, very wise of you and your friends. Good for y'all.
Thank you so much for sending your I'm so single. If you want to do that, make sure you call in 760-335-6643. Yvette, how married are you?
I'm so married that I'm still married. Shall I elaborate?
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to sound really bad. And this kind of goes piggybacking on the last email that we read. But the other day, Uriah or Theo, one of my children mistook me for another person. And I showed the person, and I was a little taken aback, because the person was just heavier set than me. And I'm not like, I'm not trying to shame anybody, but I've been dealing with some like self-image body issues. And so I was like, Glen, is this where I'm at? Because I really wanted to know, like, I wanted to have an honest.
You did not.
No, I really need to know, because you know how like you look at yourself and you see yourself. I don't want to have a false image of myself. So I was like, wait, is this where I'm at? Does this reflect me at all? And I showed it to Glen, and Glen, mum's the word.
Mum's the word. What does that mean?
Mum's the word means you didn't say nothing.
Is that a real catchphrase?
So,
is that a real phrase? Mum's the word?
Why are you questioning me?
Because it sounds so country, and I can't stand when you talk like that.
Oh my God.
Mum's the word.
Look, it came
up. Oh
up.
my gosh.
It means keep silent or quiet. I said it right.
Originated in South Carolina. See, originated in South Carolina. You are not from there. Stop talking like that.
It does not say that.
You were looking for it. Anyway.
It does not say that.
Mom's the word. That came out of somebody.
Anyways, y'all,
novel.
he didn't affirm me, and I was just like, whoa. And so I'm just.
Hi, Raya.
Yes, go outside, please.
Please don't fall, Rybo.
I'm just waiting for it. I lowered it. Did you see I lowered it? Yeah, he didn't say anything. And so here I am the following 24 hours, just staring at myself in the mirror, trying to see what is going on. And nonetheless, I just need to work out and get my body right. But I was very,
Mom's the word.
He didn't affirm me, and I needed that affirmation. And I didn't blow up on him. I just.
Yeah, but you kind of did.
Did I?
Yes. You were holding on to it for so long. And then you brought it up right before our intimate moment. And wanted to and I'm like, yeah, man. Ask me.
Oh, Lord. When he tells you to ask him, you don't want to ask him. How married are you, love?
I'm so married. I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm so married. It's going to come up. That I feel that I should be letting you, solve that on your own. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So the question wasn't, the question was, I'm not as bad as this person. And I hate that question.
Mm-hmm. He does.
You know what I'm saying? Because it reminds me of poverty. It reminds me of, it doesn't remind me of winning. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of basically you're comparing yourself to this person so that you don't feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? Which really insults this person, which really isn't nice. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't necessarily know if that is a good thing for you. You know what I mean? If I tell you that you are not as bad as this person, I feel like I'm enabling your bare minimum. I'm going to just be good enough to, I didn't like it. And so I didn't want to mum the word and not say that hey, this, you definitely don't,
By mum's the word, you said something. You were very vocal.
Okay. I didn't want to be very vocal. Mm-hmm. That's why I mummed that joint. But I didn't want to put fire in your or make you feel I don't know, it irritated me. And so at some point, it became from, yo, do I look like this person? To the next day, you don't tell me I'm pretty. You don't tell me I'm beautiful enough. Right? So then all of a sudden I'm responsible for your self-image. And I don't feel like that's my responsibility. It's my responsibility to affirm you. Yes, I should be telling you that you're beautiful, that you're pretty, that you look good to me. But, right? I should be telling you that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that it triggered off of this other woman's image made me feel like I'm responsible for how you see yourself. And I feel like this is can probably go into the next episode.
I was going to say, we need to talk about this.
Yeah, because I feel like it's the same thing when someone asked a great question. They were like, what do you do when your spouse is depressed. Like, what do you do? And then it's the same. I feel like this is kind of the alter ego to depression. Could be like self-image for women. Not unless a woman is also dealing with depression. So
I want to talk about whose responsibility is it? Like, maybe it's not your responsibility. I think we kind of talked about this before when one of the men, it was like a thing. Anyway, but like, I do feel like you do have some kind of responsibility to affirm me in like my self-image. I don't think it's your sole responsibility, but I do think that you have some kind of responsibility.
Yeah.
Like, you have like take ownership here.
Yeah, I do. But it was all triggered off of how a 5-year-old made you feel about your body. And I was just kind of like, why is it my fault now? You know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, I don't know. So yeah, I feel like I'm very married for just, cause that was like a battle. I could have just been like, hell, babe, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have just like finessed all the way through that thing and not mum the word and be like, absolutely not. But I was kind of like, I don't like where this is going. And I felt like that was a stance that I took because I'm so married that I want to help us resolve the issue and not just mull over it. Is that a Southern word phrase? Mull over the issue.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Not for you, for them.
Oh God. Comment section finna be lit, y'all.
I'm just
Spill the
curious,
tea.
does anyone else become annoyed by their spouse's wisdom? Because he's right. I'm so married I can admit he's right. But I'm really annoyed by it. Because what he did say to me about like how comparison sometimes can rob you of greatness. I don't know if that's the word you use, but I'm saying it.
I don't sound like a Beleaf male phrase, but continue.
But isn't that essentially what you're saying? Because you're like, if you compare yourself to the next person, then you've created a standard versus working for what you could become. Like, it puts limitations on who you could become. It was basically what I took away from that. And and it was a good word. Like, while I was really bothered by it, by his silence, by the lack of affirmation, I was like, okay, that's really true. And even this morning when I was working out with Christina, I felt like I was pushing harder just because I wanted to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't want to, even though last night I was eating Sour Patch Kids, but it's,
Yeah.
You got to take what you can.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, I just feel like there's so much work to be done in her. You know what I mean? It's not about comparing yourself to someone, like, I feel like that for me, that was kind of like, ooh.
Unattractive.
It was unattractive. And I was like scared. I was like, what? Is that what we're doing now? How long does this last? Are we going to be doing this until we're 50? Well, we ain't in that much debt. We ain't in debt like you know what I'm saying? Like, ew.
That is gross.
I don't want to be that. Ugh. God, no. I want to be great. And comparing myself to people, anybody. Like, because the thing is right now, like, okay, here we go on another freaking tangent.
Should we stop?
I have to say this.
Oh, gosh.
Right? Because it's getting thick out here.
Are you about to cry?
Hell no.
This is PG.
Listen, it ain't. Listen. There's, when I was doing hip hop, always somebody comparing yourself to you. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. I'm better than him. That is hip hop. Very like crabs in a barrel. Like, the mindset is like, I'm better than. As a YouTuber in the fatherhood space, a lot of men think like that. I'm competing against you. Bro, you are not competing against me. You can't. My why is so deep. Not to say that I'm gonna beat you, but my why is so deep. Like, I'm gonna be doing this whether you're alive or not. Like, it does not matter who's on the other side. There was no comparison. I've been, like, God told me to do this. Good for you. Good for you that you have a standard, because you are not mine. Oof. You are not my standard. You will not compete. You can try, but my why is so deep in levels of pain and hurt and understanding that people never seen their dads. Like that runs so deep in me. You can't compete. There's nothing. So if I look at someone and I'm like, okay, I got to be just as good as him or whatever, I've lost. And I'm so passionate about that because that is a way of poverty, I believe. That is a mindset of poverty. You should never be comparing yourself to other people in any way. So I'm sad that we had that little rift because I was like, man, I don't want you to feel like I'm not attracted to you and that you're not beautiful. I don't want you to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes me feel bad. I'm like, dang it. But I'm like, man, I refuse to like tell you something to boost your ego, but really digs you in a deeper ditch because you're comparing yourself. And I'm willing to fight for. I'm willing to have a little issue here. And I feel like that's marriage. It's like some things you got to pick your battles. You know what I mean? Some dudes, a wiser man would have been like, absolutely not, babe. You're the best. That girl ain't got nothing on you. You know what I'm saying? And though it's true, you know what I mean? Like I'm biased. If she asks her husband, it's going to be the same thing. So.
And I feel bad. Like I said, like I am grateful. Like I really am grateful for you in that moment. Like it was hard to experience your mum's the word and it was hard to hear you talk about it later. But then I started to be like, I was like, why would he be attracted to me? Because I'm unattracted to myself right now. Like the fact that I had to feel good about myself by like
through me,
not even necessarily through you, but like this woman will never know how I like viewed her or how I compared myself to her, but it hurt me to have hurt her in that way.
Yeah. And it hurt me too.
Because I would hate for someone to do that to me. And people probably do it to me. But it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just felt bad because we as women are already so hard on ourselves. For me to think less of her in that moment was just very whack.
And that's that's the thing too, is like I only benefit from your win.
Yeah.
You know, like her like getting in shape benefits you. And the same thing for other fathers doing this. Like that only helps the cause. I don't want to compete with you. You know, like there is no competition. You doing what you do best, you being great is awesome. Like it definitely like pushes me to like, oh man, like I'm so glad for him. Like how can I step it up in my own way and do my own thing? You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to take anything away from you. I don't want you to lose. Yeah. You know? Yeah. But I do feel like a smarter man would have just been like, nah, you know, I'm good. And I don't actually suggest any man do what I did. I feel like I'm brave in that because honestly, I didn't know if you can handle that, you know, and I knew it was going to be a tiff between us.
You knew in that moment?
Yeah.
And that's just how married we are.